So this is Sound Voltex, or a clone thereof. This is a rhythm game that is popular in Japanese arcades. It is also popular in American Japanese arcades. If you live in the United States, you can probably find the official thing at your local Round 1 if you got one, and if you don't, I'm so sorry. If you live in Europe, there's like one in London, there's one in like Lisbon, I think, Spain. And I think there's one in Belgium, but those are your three options. And if you live in Japan, there's like one within walking distance of your house, like guaranteed. There are it's actually three main ways you can play this on PC. One is called K-Shoot Mania. It's the oldest simulator, but it's also very Japanese, so if you can't read Japanese, good luck. It also does generally a better job of storing your scores than this one does. This is called Unnamed Sound Voltex Clone. It's a lot easier to work with those of us who speak English. And it's a little more up to date, but it doesn't do a great job of saving your scores. Sometimes they kind of vanish. Then there's the official PC version, which, good luck getting it to work. It is, like, you will actually support the company, so there is that if you play the official PC version. But it costs money per play, just like an arcade game. And it's kind of hard to get working, like I said. So, a regular-sized controller for it, I will show you really quickly. The regular-sized controller is this big. You can see you got 4 big old white buttons, a start button, 2 FX buttons, and the little twisty knobs. However, this knob for me is broken and does not work, therefore I cannot play. So what I am instead playing with is this little tiny 3D printed controller called a Pocket Voltex or a Mini Voltex. I got this custom ordered. The issue when you play with something like this is it tends to slide, so I'm going to have to mitigate that a lot. I'm going to check my... this is a really wiggly knob. Oh no. Why is it not taking the input from that? What a great time for the controller to act up. Let's see. Just make sure everything looks right. We're going to do one test song just to make sure everything's working. Because my PC really does not like the amount of CPU usage going on right now. So traditionally, this game is played in a vertical monitor format. However, we're not currently doing that. I'm going to play one song at an absurdly low difficulty just so I can explain the mechanics of the game and also let you know how you can watch it and tell if I'm sucking or not. So before we even start, we got the opportunity to change what our BPM is, which is cool. So we got little white notes coming at us. Those you hit the white buttons for. These long buttons are for the orange stuff. So up on top of that boat there, I can see this thing that tells me if I'm hitting early or late. You get more points the more accurately you hit your notes. Whenever the lasers show up, you just twist them to follow the song. Sometimes they slam and you just do like a quick little flick. The green one's on the right, the pink one's on the left. Usually the right one is blue, but I like to make it green because I like Splatoon. My goal for each song is to have that gauge above 70%. It'll turn pink when I'm winning. And if I finish while above 70%, I win. If I don't finish while above 70%, I lose. Simple as that. You can also check the chain. That's how many notes I've hit in a row without missing any. Something feels really slippy with my right knob. Other things to note, the maximum score is 1 million. Ultimate chain is if you don't miss any notes. A perfect ultimate chain is if you don't miss any notes and they're all critical, which means they're all perfect timing. And that would give you the maximum score of 1 million points. Now that we know what the game looks like, we will play... We'll crank up the difficulty just a little teensy bit. Unfortunately, this game's really good at deleting my favorites, so I don't have a lot of the stuff I was playing at earlier levels right on hand. The game is still set on Chroma Splat. I'm really bad at remembering to change the game. That's been a long-running Trashathon meme, is the game is never right. We'll set it to K-Shoot Mania. Since Unnamed Sound Voltex Clone really is just kind of a port of it. So that first song was a 3. Next we'll step it up to an 11. Also, if the clickety-clacking's getting annoying, let me know. Another interesting thing you can do is you can actually change your beats per minute setting. Right, since Unnamed Sound Voltex Clone really is just kind of a port of it. So that first song was a 3. Next we'll step it up to an 11. Also, if the clickety-clacking's getting annoying, let me know. Another interesting thing you can do is you can actually change your beats per minute setting. Right, since Unnamed Sound Voltex Clone really is just kind of a port of it. Konami, or their rhythm game people, Bamani. Just because, like, they heavily rely on Toho remixes. I've not played an easy version of this song in so long. Now, as with any PC rhythm game, part of the magic is being able to create your own charts, which we will showcase in a little bit. Because the internet has vastly different music tastes than just one rhythm game company is going to have. And there's also memes, which again, we'll get to very shortly. I've always thought this drop was a little out of place, but I don't hate it. So we're still beating songs. The difficulty goes up to 20. And I guarantee you, like, once we hit 16s and 17s, I'm going to start failing some stuff. So there are actually bosses in this game. There are boss songs where you have to go to this place called the Omega Dimension, which is really expensive because you got to fill up a meter that you can only fill up like 20% of play. So 16s are pretty much where I currently play, so we'll see if we can get a good clear on this one. This is one of my favorite Omega Dimension songs. Another thing you'll notice about a lot of these Japanese rhythm game songs, they're really short. They're edited down to be like 2 minutes because they don't want one person hogging the machine for too long without, like, you know, paying, obviously. Whereas if you play like Guitar Hero, you pick Through the Fire and Flames, dude, you're on for like 7 minutes if you don't fail out. It's around the 16s where you gotta stop, like, sticking to, like, home row keys, basically, and moving around the board. It's a lot easier to do on something this size than it is on the full size. However, you also run into the issue of certain techniques being impossible on this size of a controller. Like jackhammers, which is something we'll definitely showcase later. Hey, we'll take a peeb. That's a fat peeb right there. So that's one of the boss songs. Sometimes we get songs from different games. Endymion right now is, I think most people would consider this is the hardest song in DDR, or at least one of them. That's Dance Dance Revolution, which is still extremely popular today. And part of the reason this song is so hard is it has speed changes. So I will show you how those go. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. We're going to crank our speed modifier all the way down to like 1.3. It's going to be really slow to start. Just letting you know we are not passing this one. Wow, we actually came really close. I have never gotten above a 900 on that. Shit. Okay, we're doing alright today. Yeah, this is so loose. And it's the top part, it's not the, Let's see. Do we have any other good, So this is my favorites list, so it's songs I played a fair amount. Like I said, most of these are EDM, but you got some that aren't. Playing this counts as a workout. If you use the big one, absolutely. Also, you'll notice, let me crank this back up into the 700s. You'll notice that when I'm really focusing, I lose control of my face. So when I'm playing a song like this, which I've played about 1.5 million times, I usually am not making any weird facial movements, but watch me later in the exhibition when I'm playing much harder stuff than I can really handle, and my face just starts making weird shapes. That's really how I know I'm having a good time, or when I'm like in the zone. Is my face is just making horrible, like, weird faces. So this game does have a ranking system in the arcades. There are 12 total levels, and the basically the skill analyzer is what the mode is called, requires you to play 3 songs in a row on the same life bar. There's a different mode where instead of the thing I've got on the right, it's a life bar that starts at 100. Every time you miss a note, you drop a little bit, and you can slowly earn it back. And it's a slightly easier version of the life bar, but you do have to share it. So, let's say you do horrible on your first song and you go down at 25% life. Well, that's all the life you got for the rest of the set, so good luck. Getting lots of PBs. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you can see because I've not got it up. Let me change that. Oh no, I've opened Edge. I didn't want to do that. So if you're looking where my hands are, the actual controller's about this big in the arcade. The buttons are, you usually have to hit them like this. If the one I had over there worked, I would definitely be using it right now, but it doesn't, so I'm not. And I gotta use this little tiny thing. This is so loose. Pull it off again and make sure it's tight. I think it's just this top is stripped out. It's the trouble when one is working with 3D printed parts. So this is White Shoes. I don't know how to say that in Japanese. Definitely one of my favorite tracks in the entire game. This is the first one where you have to cross your hands over on a full-size controller. I'm going to try to make sure I do that, even though you don't really have to do it on this controller. Anyways, yeah, there's 12 total skill levels. I'm currently skill rank 9. I just got that whenever I got back to the country. 10 seems a long way away. To get level 10, your sets either have, like, all 17s or 2 17s and an 18. I'm hitting a little early on some of these, but we'll see. Whenever you play rhythm games on a PC, it's always a constant battle to make sure the settings are right, so that the audio lines up with the gameplay itself and the video lines up. Alright, I'm gonna move on to some stuff that's slightly above my skill level. So here's Ill-Star Diver. I actually have gotten a clear on this in the arcade. This is the only 17 I've ever gotten a clear on. I've never gotten one on the Pocket Voltex, so we'll see if I can manage that for right now. This is a Toho remix. Missing lasers costs so much of your life. I really butchered that run. You are kidding me! We got it! Oh my god, I was not... We got it right there too. We barely got that. Wow. On the pocket Voltex. That's right there. Alright, so while we're playing 17s I can't play. Sailing Force is one of the 17s I've worked on the longest. It sounds a lot to me like a Mario Kart 8 track. And I really like the way the song sounds, but some of the charting is just brutal. You can see the problem I was talking about with the controller sliding. However, that is, once again, despite the fact that I didn't clear the song, a massive PB in score. Let's see, what other brutal 17s do we have? Some of them I don't know the names of. I have to identify by the picture just because they're, you know, I don't speak Japanese. I'm gonna have to go in the actual game files for one. I'm like 99% sure it's in Heavenly Haven, and I can further narrow it down by the fact that it's a 17. And we're gonna start by going to the left because I know the song title is in Japanese. I just don't know what it is because, again, I couldn't pronounce these if I tried. Here we go. One of the words in the title is siren. I don't know what it's called. Now the slow twisties. That's a crash. I don't have a stored score for this one anymore for some reason. But I figure while we're in Heavenly Haven and while we're on 17s, God, so many of these are good. Zelophilia is good. Wonder Wobbler is fantastic. I'm skipping over them for now. Vigor's good. Tutorial's what we're here for. This is probably the most well-known song from Sound Voltex. If you've seen, like, if you follow Clone Hero at all or any other rhythm games online, they usually have a version of this because it's got a neat gimmick.
Listen. Go. Listen. Go. Listen. Go. Listen. Go. Go.
Sometimes I really don't buy that this is a 17, but it is. Alright, so we've played a lot of the stuff that's in the game. Now let's play some stuff that's not. All of these songs that I have right here were submitted to basically a database by people who just made them online, or made the charts for them at least. So this is where you get some good memes, some great remixes like this. So yeah, there you get your Crunk Toho mix. That's the good stuff. But perhaps you just want a straight up meme. I'll crank the volume just a little bit. Again, alphabetically proceeding through the meme playlist here. Here's a song we actually know. Because everybody knows Skrillex. If you've ever seen an MLG montage, you know this song. Unbelievable we failed that. I can't blame the knobs, it was me, but that's frustrating. No time to be upset, we gotta find more songs to play. If you see something you want to hear, I'll play it. Somebody made that. Here we go, Lil Nas X. That's an artist with whom everybody's familiar. I'm really shocked I don't have a sicko mode chart now that I think about it. I do like this because generally people underrate the difficulty of whatever they've charted. Just because a lot of people get really good at the game and then have forgotten what it's actually like to play at a 13. I thought you want this for my life. Said you wanted to see me thrive. You lied, just say to me what you want from me. Just say to me what you want from me. Hey, Panini, don't you be a meanie. Thought you wanted me to go. Why you trying to keep me singing? No, not a meanie. Number one, I'm screaming. No, you used to love me. So what happened? What's the meaning? Nah, I thought you want this for my life. For my life. Said you wanted to see me thrive. You lied. Now when it's all done, I get the upper hand. And I need a big piece, not another fan. But I still want you as a fan. I'ma need a sit down, don't mean to make demands, but I need you to me. If you start on the laser, it's easy to stay on the laser. There's like an assist. But if you miss the laser, getting back on it is a challenge. Game. I wish I had Rules of Nature. That'd be a really good one. A lot of these that I have are from Waka, which is another rhythm game. We've already played a Me Plaza meme. Alright. I'm going to play the 15 of this because I like the 15. This isn't a meme chart. It's a Rainbow Road remix, however. And it's fucking fantastic. I love this song and love this chart. And it's Monster Cat. Reaching out. appreciate the compliment on the romper and goatee. I worked really hard. Do I not have Crank Dad on here? There is a Soulja Boy chart, I just don't know if I have it. I might have it on my other computer. Is there anything else that needs playing? Oh, of course. How could we miss this one? Do I have Snow Halation? It's entirely possible. I'll look for it. Whoa, this is hard. Bitrate not smooth, but to the weird shit I grew. Okay, I got a question. Like, I don't watch moe anime. I didn't notice anything wrong with that. How many songs were in there? Yeah, unfortunately, the frame rate's all over the place, and a 60 FPS recording does not like that. What I was talking about with the overrating or underrating earlier is really prevalent here. They called this a 14. This is like minimum 15, 16. It'd be easier if the chart wasn't wiggling all over the damn place. It's one of those songs where I can hit like 860,000 on, but I can't pass. Another fun way to look for meme charts is well, just look at level 1. There's also level 0 you can look for. There's some legitimate level ones in here, but there's also Yi. Whoa. It's the only time you'll ever see a 473,000 clear. Keep hearing noise. Oh, it's 5:50. It's probably somebody wanting in. Alright, let's see what other... Oh no, Osu 2. I've not seen this. What is this? What is this? Neighbor-san is back, in case you couldn't tell. Hell yeah, we're playing Sound Voltex. What the shit? I don't like this. What the fuck was that? I got nothing for that one, Chief. Oh no, what is this? I'm scared. I'm finding new shit that I didn't know I had. Thank you, whoever charted this. Oh, there's still a chart going on. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Whoever charted that, fuck you. Alright, okay. This one's a 4-in-1 meme chart pack that they've somehow put at level 00, which I cannot search for. Hey, there's one we passed. Right. By my guesstimation, I got about 15 minutes left, so I gotta get into the good shit. We're gonna search for... This one's for you, Blue. I'm not gonna pass this, but this one's for you, bro. One of the best songs from the game, in my opinion, that isn't called, Rude Buster. I've just realized how good this chart is now that I can actually read it. Because before I could not even, like, read this. 820. I really was not expecting, like, that's a brutal chart. I was not expecting to do that well. Alright, now I think we've had almost a fill of memes. This is not a meme. In Sound Voltex 1 and 2, this was actually in the game. So go ahead and get your copy pasta ready. Unfortunately, it had to be taken out due to licensing issues, but I'm so happy to have this one. The chart still exists. Fucking love that chart. Let's go back into the favorites folder. Get to the really difficult shit. So some of these songs are unveiled at KAC, like Capcom arcade tournaments. And this came out at the 7th one, which was a couple years ago. I'm going to play the 18. I'm not going to bother trying the 20 because I can't do it justice. I can at least try the 18. So you can see just how brutal some of these boss songs are. And how hard they slap. 866 is not bad. Again, nowhere close to a clear, but like for a 18, shit. We'll get one more good, mean, bad chart in. This is from a game called Dance Rush Stardom, which is a game about like doing shuffle dance, like in Party Rock. But the this chart quickly goes bananas, and you will see why. In case you're wondering, you can play this with just a keyboard. It's going to feel a little different. But if you just like the look and feel of the game, you can absolutely play it with just a keyboard. Lots of people do, and there's people who play 20s like that. I can actually read this now. I didn't used to be able to do that. Just because I can read it doesn't mean I can hit it. I think the extra frames per second is helping that drastically. It's the first time I've ever made it to the end of that song without giving up, let alone clearing, or getting close to clearing it. Alright, I think I got time for like 2-3 more. So I'm gonna go to Vivid Wave. This is the newest release. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm going to Heavenly Haven just because I want to play Seasickness, which up until recently was the hardest song in the game. I'll just show you guys what a 20 looks like. This is bad. I mentioned jackhammers earlier, and I'll show those off in the next couple songs because I realize there's a couple things I've forgotten to play, which I may or may not have time to play. A jackhammer is basically when you use both hands to repeatedly mash one key. which I will, shit, we really only have 5 minutes. Okay, I just gotta go for, the last two then. So this is 666, which is currently the hardest song in the game, and is even more just a collection of sounds at this point. But this is the only song with 3 key jackhammers, which we'll get to. So you can jackhammer these, but the only guy in the world who's ever perfect ultimate comboed this, and somebody has, or ultimate chain, excuse me. So got a 1,000,000 score on this one. Does not jackhammer those. He just has really fast fingers and just one-hands them. There's a 6 for you. And now the lane split. This is the only song that has that. At least official song that has that. There's another 6 for you. And here's the jacks. And could not even scrape the 800s on that one, but hardest song in the game. Alright, last song. It's it. If you've seen my stream before, you might have seen my initial reaction to this one. It's a long one, it's a banger, it's wildly inappropriate, but it's funny.
The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late. You're sitting at home, looking straight through your webcam. Looking at you as Uncle Sam. Look him in the eyes with your balls in your hand and stick it to the f***ing man. Here at the screen when you unpack, the government is staring back. This is how they know you best when I dick in your right and I'm out in your right. No more interest in the Middle East, so they look at you while you touch your meat. In the middle of a truce, they put the equipment to the use. While your feet are paying the tax for drones and hard computer hacks. Tax has gone through the roof, at least it's put through good use. Government knows. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you're whacking it. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late. You're sitting at home, they fill the sky full of drones, check on you and your boat. Flies don't matter to the society, they can see your dick from outer space. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late. You're sitting at home, looking straight through your webcam. Looking at you as Uncle Sam. Look him in the eyes with your balls in your hand and stick it to the man. Get this up, weird look on your face. This is how you store in their database. They're all around, they're on, no wait. The only dick they haven't seen is Edward Snowden's.
860. All right, with that, I am 1 minute over estimate, so I'm going to go ahead and close the game down. Thank you so much for putting up with my insane bullshit for as long as you have. It's just about time for our next run. It's going to be Bald Nate. Let me return everything to the same state in which I found it, which is Arizona, because that's where we are right now. But also just put everything where it goes. And check one last time, see if we have any more donations. Not yet. Have a look at the schedule. And right, up next was going to be one run, but we have changed it up. We're going to have a different run. We're going to play some Jeopardy up next.